Only moments after prying open a window and stepping into a dark bedroom, a burglar came face to face with a vicious-looking Doberman Pinscher. The burglar froze in his tracks. Once his eyes adjusted to the dark, he noticed there was a parrot on the back of the dog's back, which squawked, "You're going to get caught." The burglar hesitated. Ever so carefully, he lifted one piece off the dresser and put it in his sack. The dog watched every one of his moves. The parrot said, "You're going to get caught." Without any sudden or jerky movements, the burglar then cleaned off the valuable items from the top of the dresser. The dog glared, and the parrot said, "You're going to get caught." The burglar quietly left the room, walked down the hallway, and entered another room. The dog followed his every movement in the hall and in the next room. The parrot squawked, "You're going to get caught." From room to room, the dog paced right behind the burglar. At last, he kept looking at the burglar with his eyes. And of course, the parrot kept saying annoyingly, "You're going to get caught. You're going to get caught." At last, the burglar finished stealing the jewelry and cash he found in the master bedroom's closet. Every move by every muscle was scrutinized by the Doberman Pinscher. The parrot said, "You're going to get caught." Exasperated, the burglar finally bent down and picked up a shoe, and he threw it at the bird and screamed, "You dumb parrot, can't you say anything else?" The parrot fluttered away to avoid the shoe. Then he said, "Sick 'em." The burglar's day of judgment was at hand. Judgment, whether we realize it or not, we're always being judged. We're judged by the grades we make in school, the clothes we wear, how we act, where we live, how we make our livelihood, by the people we hang out with. And many of us are surprised by how others see us, how they judge us. Many times we don't believe others' judgment of us is correct. But if we're honest with ourselves, we also have to realize that we're guilty of judging others as well. As followers of Christ, we've got to put our faith into action. Our gospel lesson today looks like another day of judgment. And picture this, it begins with the Son of Man coming in his glory, and all eyes are on the throne in which he sits. And his angels are right there around him in his heavenly kingdom. And there's this enormous crowd, something like this in the room, standing there before him. Christ is separating the great crowd into two groups. On the right side are the sheep. On the left are the goats. To the sheep he says, Come, you who are blessed by my Father. Inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. Then they will enter into the heavenly kingdom. The goats, though, are less fortunate. "You that are accursed," says Christ, "depart from me into eternal fire, prepared for the devil and his angels." Notice, first of all, how surprised everyone is. The sheep are surprised, and the goats are surprised. That's the sort of picture that we're going to see on our last day. People are going to be surprised. The sheep don't understand what they've done to experience such an honor. The goats don't understand why they're being guided to the eternal fire. And I can almost hear their complaints, can't you? "Jesus, there must be a mistake. I'm in the wrong place. I should be over on the side with the sheep." To the complaint, Jesus replies, "I was hungry and you gave me no food. I was thirsty and you gave me nothing to drink. I was naked and you gave me no clothing. I was sick and in prison, and you did not do anything for me. In fact, you ignored me." And those people are going to say, the goats, "When? When did we see you hungry? When did we see you thirsty? When did we see you naked or sick or in prison?" And Christ is going to reply, "When you did not do this for one of the least of these, you did not do it for me." The surprise had hit the goats. This parable is all about putting our faith in action. Now, some people will say, who will dismiss this parable by saying, it sounds like we are saved by works, by our works. But I'm a believer in salvation by faith, so I don't need to worry. It is true we're all saved by faith. But what is faith? Faith, is it a mere intellectual assent? Yeah, I believe, so I'm good to go. Or is it participation in God's work in his world? On this last Sunday of the year, Christ the King Sunday, we have a wonderful opportunity to commit ourselves in this new church year to be more fully, put our faith into action, helping the poor, feeding the hungry, visiting someone who is sick, and encouraging somebody who's lost all hope. And think about this. Have you ever noticed how few truly satisfying events or experiences we have in life? We sign up for 50 channels or so for our television, but then we can't find anything to watch. We hit a little ball around a golf course, and there's this nagging doubt in us whether we're really having fun or not. We buy a new car or truck, and at first it gives us real feeling of pleasure, but soon it's just another piece of machinery. Let me suggest to you something that never gets old or stale or unsatisfying. Do something for somebody who's truly in need. And Christmas is the perfect time for this. Christmas is a month away, and there's lots of people in need at this time of the year. You can start by taking an envelope off the Christmas tree we have in the Great Hall. Help a child have a better Christmas. Visit someone who's alone or possibly lost a loved one this past year. You'll be surprised at how much your visit will mean to them. We can donate some food or money to the local food banks like Seven Hills. Let others know that we care. One day, each one of us is going to face our final judgment. What do we want to hear? Come, you who are blessed by my Father, or a parrot on the back of the dog saying, you're going to get caught.